boom, 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 boom. There was this one little girl who saw me and she's smiling, and I've never seen a kid smile so much at me who's just met me. I'm like, that's really strange. So she walks by and I look back to see if she's still looking, and she's still looking and she's smiling, and she points a finger and she says, "You're just tricking us." And so she must have thought that somehow I hid my legs and my arms, and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's so funny.
Mnogi ne vjeruju čak i kad ga vide. Kako uspijeva? Neki ga zovu čudom od čovjeka. Zaslužuje li taj epitet? Prosudite sami.
No arms and legs, no worries. That's an original one. And, you know, people think, you know, how can you live a life without limbs? But, you know,
How can you?
You just do, you know. Sometimes you don't imagine that you can get through different situations until you're actually put in that situation.
Ovo je Nick, ima 28 godina. Rođen je i odrastao u Australiji, danas živi u Americi, a mi smo ga sreli u Sloveniji. Točnije u Ptuju, gdje je u sklopu slovenske turneje održao motivacijski govor. Time se naime bavi. Za sve to treba duha, nečega što čovjeku zasigurno ne nedostaje.
I wasn't ready.
Jeste li vi spremni za čovjeka koji tvrdi mogu sve? Rođen je Australac, no prezime ga odaje. Korijeni su tu u blizini. Porijeklo naime vuče iz Vojvodine.
Komarac, sve. Wait a second. Watch your hand. Ne volim komarci uopšte. I hate them.
Rijetki su oni koji se ne pitaju što mu se to dogodilo, kako je ostao bez ruku i nogu, pati li zbog toga, možda je nesretan, možda nije. Stotine pitanja svih onih koji ga vide.
I was born this way, no medical reason why. And my parents were a little afraid of having a second child because they didn't know what happened the first time. So still they have no explanation, but I do believe that God always has a reason.
On je propovjednik i motivacijski govornik. Doslovce govori ljudima da ništa nije nemoguće pa ni za njega.
I'm a little foot, I'm actually able to do quite a lot. I type 43 words a minute on a normal computer, and that's how I did my double degree in accounting and financial planning. And yeah, this thing, you know, I play soccer, I golf, I fish, I swim. I do quite a lot. I've been scuba diving and I want to go skydiving. That'll be pretty cool.
Radi mnoge stvari koje se drugi ne usude, no ipak svjestan je svojih ograničenja, ponajprije onih fizičkih.
Can you go down?
From here, no, not really. I mean, I really could if I really wanted to, but it'd be a little bit too dangerous. But from a bed I can go down and normally heights I can get over.
Ima pomoć njegovatelja koji mu uskaču kad zapne. Jedna od njegovih misli vodilja je zanemari neuspjeh. Koncentriraj se samo na uspjeh.
If I fail 100 times,
Če bi 100-krat padel,
it's not about how many times you fail.
ni važno kolikokrat padeš.
It's about learning. 1, 2.
When I smile, people are like, oh, he's cool. Okay. Yeah, he's all right, you know. So yeah, I get normally very warm reactions, but normally I don't obviously shake hands, so I hug a lot of people.
I naš je susret počeo upravo tako.
It's a beautiful thing that actually started when I was 19 years old. Actually, it was the reason why I started hugging a lot more and started speaking. Was when I spoke in front of 300 teenagers, and this one girl in the middle of the room started really crying. She put up a hand in the middle of the talk and she said, "I'm so sorry, can I come and give you a hug?" And in front of everybody she came and she hugged me and she cried on my shoulder and she said, "Thank you, thank you, thank you. No one's ever told me that they love me. No one's ever told me that I'm beautiful the way that I am."
Nick je u Ptuj došao upravo kako bi se susreo s ljudima koji misle da im treba takva pomoć. Onima koji iz nekog razloga misle da su manje sretni od drugih. No Nick ima sasvim drugu poruku.
Be you, be yourself. You know, stop wishing for you to be someone else.
U svojim govorima mjesta za depresiju nema. Njegovi su nastupi često poput stand-up komedije.
But it's sort of taking advantage of the situation where you can actually bring humor in and break the ice in front of any audience. You know, when the audience sees me, they don't know exactly what kind of speaker I'm going to be. Is it going to be a guy that's going to make me feel sorry for him? You know, all that sort of thing.
Bez humora, kaže, ne bi mogao živjeti, pa i kad je na njegov račun, važno da je veselo.
I was in an overhead compartment one day. I got my friends to put me up there on the plane to actually scare somebody. And what you don't know is actually 2 weeks ago, I dressed up in a pilot's uniform and greeted the passengers as they got on the plane. And it was so funny. It was awesome. Little kids like, wow, you know, like this. And some people say, oh, yeah, okay. I'm like, really? There was actually this one little boy, he was so cute. He made me laugh so hard. He looked at me and he's looking at my body, looking at my head, looking at my body, and he says, well, at least you got a head. And I thought,
No nije uvijek bilo tako veselo. Ovo je Nick sa samo 6 godina. Drugčiji od samoga rođenja nastojao od malena živjeti poput drugih klinaca. Nekad je uspijevao, nekad i ne.
In the toy box in my room, I want to get something, and I can't get it because I don't have any arms or legs.
And he regards himself as normal, just with a few bits and pieces missing.
You kind of wonder, try to imagine what kind of future is he going to have, and what kind of life this person is going to lead. I think he's going to have quite a good life.
And he loves life, and he rises to the challenge. He works out his own ways of doing things and surprises me constantly. He's a really good kid. He's really great. I wouldn't change him.
a lot of kids didn't know exactly how to, approach me. Some people avoided me. When I was, in school, a lot of kids sometimes teased me as well and didn't want to play with me. So it was very difficult at the very beginning. Feeling like, is this the rest of my life? And then I'm thinking, I'm not going to get a job, not going to get an education and all these sorts of things. And feeling like things weren't going to change, I felt like giving up. And so at age 8, I told my mum I wanted to commit suicide. And at age 10, I actually tried to commit suicide by drowning in a bathtub.
Srećom nije to učinio, shvatio da bi one koje najviše voli samo još više rastužio.
I imagined my mum and my dad crying at my grave and my brother and, asking themselves what they could have done more and feeling guilty and pain. And so I didn't want to leave them with that pain, so I decided to stay.
Završio je 2 fakulteta, preselio u Kaliforniju, ima pomoćno, živi samostalno, osnovao je svoju tvrtku, govore i seminare drži diljem svijeta. Samo prošle godine na putu je proveo 46 tjedana i održao 270 govora.
When you see people crying and, some say, I was actually going to give up until I actually saw your story. So that's what makes it all worth it.
Samo jednom se kaže osjetio potpuno bespomoćnim.
It was age 13 when I actually sprained my foot playing football. And I couldn't use it for 3 weeks, and it was the first time I really felt disabled. And, I started to count my blessings, started to be thankful for what I did have instead of being angry for what I don't have.
I on zaplače, bude ljutit, bijesan, ali kaže nekako se smiri, povuče, razmisli o tome koliko je onih koji su imali manje sreće od njega i na kraju bude zahvalan te nastavi kovati planove za budućnost.
One day I'll definitely get married and have kids. And
Are you in love?
am I in love? Definitely I'm in love with God.
Do you have some special
Do I have a
lady
girlfriend or
with us?
anything? Look, I'm not married yet.
Mislite nakon svega da neće uspjeti u svojim planovima. Dok je bio dijete nisu mu davali šanse za nikakav život osim u nekoj instituciji. Koliko je vas učinilo barem dio onoga što je učinio Nick, i to sa zdravim rukama i nogama. Nakon svega, mnogi će možda lupati glavom u zid i shvatiti koliko je većina problema koja nas muči u stvari banalna i kako je jedino ograničenje samo kočnica koja se nalazi u našim glavama.